All right, so I'm going to go straight to the first example here. We have a two-way table, and we have people who viewed a commercial. They viewed version 1, version 2, or version 3 of a commercial. And then they recorded who said that they were likely to buy after watching each version and who said they were unsure or unlikely to buy. So the columns are labeled version 1, version 2, version 3, and the rows are labeled likely to buy or unsure. And then we also have totals for each row and column. It says to find the probability that a person who viewed a commercial, who viewed commercials 1 or 2 was likely to buy the product. And so what you need to do is find out how many people viewed commercial 1 or 2. So looking at commercial 1 or 2, it looks like a total of 95 people viewed the commercials. And then we have to find out how many of those 95 were likely to buy. So I don't care about the 54 people who watched version 3. I only care about the people who watched version 1 and version 2. So from version 1 and version 2, there were 45 people who are likely to buy, and it's 45 out of 95. So do you see how we just look at the table to figure out what part of the population we need? We don't need to talk about everybody here. Okay, find the probability that a person was likely to buy given that they watched commercial 1. So we don't have to really worry about the formula when we have a table. We know that they watched version 1, so we're only looking at the people who watched version 1. Of the people who watched version 1, 25 were likely to buy, 40 were unsure or unlikely to buy, out of a total of 65. So we want the probability that they were likely to buy given that they watched commercial 1. That would be 25 people likely to buy out of 65 people altogether. And of course, you can simplify those fractions. All right. A group of high school students born in the U.S. were polled to see where they were born. Wait. Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't understand that at first. The results are recorded on the table. Find the probability a person was born on the East Coast given that he was a freshman. So our columns are freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. Our rows are East Coast, West Coast, Central, and other U.S. So we're only concerned with the freshman because it says given that he was a freshman. So we're using the freshman column that has a total of 56, and the number that were born on the East Coast is 25. So I'm hoping on this next slide, this is what we got. So we have 25 freshmen that were born on the East Coast out of 56 freshmen altogether. So remember last class when we did conditional probabilities with the tree, it was much more complicated, but in the tables, it's very straightforward. Find the probability a student was from the central U.S., a student from the central U.S. was a freshman. So we are actually given this time that they're from the central U.S. So we're looking at the row for central U.S., and they didn't give us a total there. So go ahead and total that real quick so we know how many people are from the central U.S.
They did a total just off this week.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Thank you. Nope. 63, thank you. Okay, so we have 63 that are from U.S. Central, and out of those 63, 18 are freshmen. So that's what we should have here. Oops. Yeah, so we have 18 out of 63, and that does simplify as well. So in general, I prefer you guys simplify the fractions regardless of whether it's done here. The probability a student who was not a junior was born on either coast. So we know the student's not a junior. So we're looking at freshmen, sophomores, and seniors. So we got to add up all of the freshmen, sophomores, and seniors. We have 56, 63, and 55. 55, 63, 56. I'm getting 174. Can anybody confirm that? Thanks, Lucas. Okay, so we have 174 students that were not juniors, okay? And probability that they were born on either coast. So we have a lot of numbers to add up there. We're adding up all the people that are not juniors that are East or West Coast. So 25, 33, 12, 15, 29, and 11. Now that's just adding, that's not a big deal. So let's look at the next slide and see if it's done for us here. Okay, so we got 174 total for the students who are not juniors. And then born on either coast, we're adding up the numbers of freshmen, sophomores, and seniors who are born on the East Coast or the West Coast. And we got 125 out of 174.